keeping you informed, prepared, and connected. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay.
And you are streaming 10 Tampa Bay Plus. I'm Frank Wiley. Today is the final round of debris collection for hurricane recovery in Pinellas County. 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser shows you what's next.
Well, in this section of town, the unincorporated portion of Gulfport and also Boca Ciega are the two final places that they still have not yet finished round one of debris pickup. But Pinellas County expects to have that done this week, and then, yes, today begins round two of debris collection. The county's contractor has already picked up tons and tons of vegetation, building materials, appliances, and more. But it's always been recognized that it might take a while for assessments and then reconstruction to begin. So that is why we now have this second round built in. Here's some important guidance. According to Pinellas County, you need to place all of your storm debris at the curb starting today for that final pass. And keep in mind that debris that is not eligible for FEMA reimbursement, like bagged items or debris, that is not storm related and will not be collected. What will be picked up is, again, vegetative debris, construction, demolition debris, and household appliances. And remember, they do have to be placed in those separate piles. I also want to show you this, Pinellas County's dashboard that keeps track of just how much progress has already been made. Keep in mind that this is unincorporated Pinellas. Cities have their own contractors. So according to Pinellas's website, their contractors have already picked up more than 535,000 cubic yards of debris. That's close to 15,000 loads covering a grid of more than 142,800 miles. As far as round two, here's how it's going to work. The contractor clears the road, and a separate monitoring contractor will then be coming in behind them taking photos. If there's no debris left at the curbside, then the county will consider debris collection on that street completed. This second and final round of debris pickup will probably last, at least they say, through the end of the month. In Gulfport, Eric Glasser, 10 Tampa Bay.
And this afternoon, FEMA assistance centers open after closing for the holiday. A reminder, too, the FEMA application deadlines for Helene and Milton extended to January 7th. All of this coming as many folks out there are still gathering paperwork and estimates, or they have to bring more documents.
Things can't get done, so we had to put our survivors first and think, well, what can we do to help them and give them better assistance? So pushing it back will actually help them through the holidays so that they know they still have time to get all the repairs or any work that they may need done, or even financial assistance.
FEMA is still encouraging anyone out there who had losses from the storms to register for help online before heading to the centers. Also, bring as much documentation as possible to speed up that process. I want to turn now to meteorologist James Hopkins with your weather impact forecast. James, it's cold.
Well, it's not too bad this morning. It's getting cold, though. Just wait till you see what we got in store for tonight and tomorrow night. Right now, things are looking fantastic as we have blue skies, and it's very comfortable out there right now. Not too bad of a start this morning. Of course, it was on the chilly side. I mean, it's December. But blue skies in 60, Sarasota 65, St. Pete at 61, and Tempe are sitting at 62. And these temperatures not too bad. St. Pete Beach already showing 70 degrees. That might be a little warmer than it actually is. Low to mid 60s is what most of us. Clearwater sitting at 58 and 63 up for Crystal River. And we have, again, quite a few mid 60s down to the south as well. Currently, our flow is out of the north. Little breezy. St. Petersburg, Sarasota both have wind gusts at 24 miles an hour, 18 for Tampa right now. And it will be a little breezy for the day today. Satellite radar shows good things. Nothing going on. Not even any clouds out there. We do have a cold front that's going to push its way off to the east. And we have high pressure that's building in back behind it. So again, going to be a nice afternoon, just a little bit cooler for tomorrow. Today, not too bad. Again, lots of sunshine. We'll top out 66, 67 degrees. Once the sun goes down, of course, with those clear skies, we'll see those temperatures dropping quickly. And for tonight, we'll drop down to the low to mid 40s. A little bit of a wind chill out there, but what we really need to talk about is how cold it is going to be as we go throughout Tuesday night to Wednesday morning. Some spots could hit freezing. I'll show you why coming up.
That part of the conversation. Thank you, James. Just in, out of Pasco County, a man and a dog are dead. This after an early morning house fire. Pasco Fire Rescue says it started around 6:30 on Bowen Street near US 19 and State Road 54 in Holiday. A 60-year-old man and a dog died at that scene. One person and another dog survived. New details this afternoon surrounding domestic violence that left a 34-year-old man and a 33-year-old woman dead. It happened Saturday night in Haines City. Police say the couple was found inside their home with gunshot wounds. Investigators believe the deaths are related to challenges in their relationship. Kids who also lived in the home were not there when police arrived. If you or anyone you know out there is experiencing domestic violence, there are resources available, so you can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline or the Florida hotline at the numbers right there on your screen. We also have these numbers along with more resources for you on the 10 Tampa Bay app. The next steps for a new ballpark for the Tampa Bay Rays now up to the Pinellas County Commission. That deadline to decide the deal passed over the weekend. In a newly released letter, Rays President Matt Silverman says the county is falling short. He also says the bond resolution that would have paid for development should have been approved in late October. Silverman also writing the team would not have moved ahead with the project if future commissioners had the ability to revoke approval. He says the Rays fulfilled their obligations and now St. Pete and the county must follow through. And Florida's influence on the upcoming Trump administration is growing. Over the weekend, President-elect Donald Trump announcing he is nominating Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister to lead the Drug Enforcement Agency. Mr. Trump says Chronister will help secure the border and stop the flow of drugs. In a statement, Sheriff Chronister calling the nomination an honor, saying he is humbled by the opportunity to serve our nation. In Washington, President Biden issuing a pardon for his son Hunter in his federal gun case. Natalie Brand has the latest.
President Biden ignored questions from reporters as he arrived in Africa Monday. Hunter Biden's pardon, broad in scope, clears him of all crimes he has committed or may have committed over the years from January 1st, 2014 to December 1st, 2024. It comes as Hunter Biden was set to be sentenced this month and could have faced years in prison after being convicted of felony gun charges and pleading guilty to federal tax fraud. President Biden said in a statement that he believes his son was targeted for political reasons, writing, "No reasonable person who looks at the facts of Hunter's cases can reach any other conclusion than Hunter was singled out only because he is my son, and that is wrong." But IRS Special Agent Joseph Ziegler says that's not the case.
This wasn't any different than any other criminal tax case that we work. He knowingly and willfully filed false tax returns, and that's criminal. That's a felony violation.
President Biden's decision is a major reversal of his previous position. He and his administration repeatedly said Hunter Biden would not be pardoned.
I said I abide by the jury decision. I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
President-elect Donald Trump, who has called the Biden family corrupt, said on social media the pardon was, quote, an abuse and miscarriage of justice. Trump himself granted clemency to his son-in-law Jared Kushner's father, who had pleaded guilty to tax evasion and campaign finance crimes. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Meantime, Mr. Trump says he wants to use the military to help deport millions of people in the U.S. Brandon Lewis verifies if that's legal.
After he won the election, Donald Trump reaffirmed his pledge to declare a national emergency and use the military to deport the estimated 11 million undocumented people in the U.S.
It's going to be the largest deportation of criminals. We're going to get them out of here fast.
Multiple viewers emailed us asking if he can legally do that. So let's verify using these sources. All of our sources say yes, it is legal for the president to use the military to help assist in a mass deportation. But it's unprecedented, so the plan will likely be challenged in court. Active duty, full-time service members like soldiers or Marines can't arrest people within the U.S. under federal law. However, they can build infrastructure, such as temporary detention facilities, transport detainees, and provide armed backup for domestic law enforcement. Trump could also ask governors to send their National Guards to help. Unlike active duty service members, guardsmen are allowed to arrest people domestically if their governor allows it.
The National Guard is a state militia. It can be called out by the president with the cooperation of the state governors. And so you could have the National Guard from, let's say, Texas, be used for apprehension.
Our legal experts say Trump's declaration of a national emergency would help speed up the process, bypass some legal arguments, and free up funding, similar to how he diverted funding from the military during his first term in office to build parts of the border wall. The Brennan Center says only Congress can vote to end an emergency, but it effectively needs a veto-proof majority to do so. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
As always, if you see something out there you would like us to verify, you can email those questions to verify@10tampabay.com or text us 727-577-8522. Want to go ahead and get you in the know with some of the other stories making headlines this afternoon. Millions of Americans had a hard time going home after Thanksgiving, especially in the upper Midwest and western New York area. More than a foot of snow slowing traffic there. It was also bumper to bumper Sunday for drivers on I-15 from Las Vegas to LA. A major shakeup in the auto industry. Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares says he's stepping down. He's been under fire for months now over the company's disappointing sales and disagreements with the board of directors. The United Auto Workers Union also calling for his removal. Stellantis makes Chrysler, Jeep, Fiat, and other brands. Moana 2 smashing box office records with $221 million in ticket sales over the 5-day holiday weekend. That is according to estimates. The musical Wicked taking in more than $117 million in its second weekend in theaters. Wicked, now the highest grossing movie adapted from Broadway musical. Up next on 10 Tampa Bay Plus, a horse killed. Several others hurt in a crash, leaving the future of a local business in question.
Weather impacts your life every day. I'm 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins. You can find out about any change in the weather with our 10 Tampa Bay Plus app. Just stream for the latest forecast, any weather impact alert, updated tropics forecast, and take a live look at the radar. Anytime you want, and it's free. It's just one more way we're helping you stay informed, prepared, and connected. Stream 10 Tampa Bay Plus.
Always helping hands and hearts here in Tampa Bay. I'm here with volunteers filling care packages for troops serving overseas. Support 10 for the troops and help brighten the holidays for service members around the world.
When they get these care packages, it's so important. It makes them feel remembered.
Simply drop off items like white tube socks, toothpaste, beef jerky, gum, and hard candy at Sonny's Barbecue restaurants, your local Elks Lodge, or at our 10 Tampa Bay studios. It's a perfect way to say thank you for your service.
Award season kicks off with the Gotham Film Awards. Join us for a celebration of the boldest films of the year, highlighting groundbreaking independent voices, performances, and creators. Get your front row seat to the red carpet, featuring stars from Angelina Jolie to Timothée Chalamet and many more. Be the first to discover must-watch movies for your binge list. Join us for this exclusive live event. Watch the 2024 Gotham Film Awards live Monday, December 2nd. Stream it only on Plus.
Keeping you informed, prepared, and connected. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay.
Told you about this before the break. A local business known for horseback rides on the beach has a long road to recovery. One horse died and workers were rushed to the hospital. 10 Tampa Bay's Nick Volturo spoke with folks from Florida Beach Horses.
These sandy shores are more than just a workplace for Ava Schultz.
I've been working with these guys for the last 5 years, and we definitely build bonds. We don't like to say we have favorites, but we build bonds. They build bonds with us as well.
A sanctuary of sea and sand where horses like Haas become more than just animals. They become family.
And Haas was my heart horse. I loved him, loved working with him. He definitely was spirited, had a big personality.
But Friday night, a violent T-bone collision ripped through her world like a sudden storm.
The trailer itself flipped, so that's how most of the horses got injured and hurt, as well as our truck itself being upside down.
Haas was gone. 2 other horses fighting for survival.
One of them was the one that had the most injuries out of all of the ones that survived, is in the hospital. She was also in surgery pretty much all day yesterday.
The financial toll is crushing. Tens of thousands in vet bills and uncertain future.
At this time, we don't really know when we will be able to get back.
Some wounds may never fully heal.
With the horses, it's definitely going to be a long road to recovery. Some of them will probably never be able to get back.
For Ava, it's more than a business setback. It's a personal loss that cuts deep.
It's been definitely very painful for all of us to lose an animal that's like family to all of us.
Where horses' hooves once trotted across the sand, for now, only memory remains.
So it'll definitely be a process for us coming back and doing everything again, but hopefully we will be able to come back.
In Bradenton, Nick Voltero, 10 Tampa Bay.
Hard times there, and the company's starting a GoFundMe to help with medical bills. You can find more about how to help on the free 10 Tampa Bay app. And later this week, Hillsborough County will announce plans to update its wastewater system. Right now, you can share your thoughts in a survey on the county's website. That plan includes a new wastewater treatment plant in the southeast part of the county, a new super pump station on Balm Road, and new pipes around 301 to the new plant. If approved, that $671 million project will be finished by 2028. The public hearing, 6:30 Wednesday night inside the Balm Park Community Center in Waimama. Happening now in Spring Hill, AAA holding TSA pre-check enrollment for holiday travel. Pre-check, as you know, helps skip those long lines, and you don't have to be a AAA member to enroll at this event that we're talking about. But they say you should pre-register online before you head out there. That enrollment at the AAA Spring Hill office on Pinehurst Drive. Pre-check costs $78, lasts 5 years. All right, let's talk about Cyber Monday. The National Retail Federation predicting about 72 million Americans will buy into those deals out there. Adobe predicting Americans will spend just over $13 billion. That is up 6% from last year. Experts say some of the biggest discounts are for electronics and clothing as usual. More shoppers relying on artificial intelligence to win those deals, though.
Actually seeing across all of our data, across every sector, we're seeing that more and more people are finding websites through generative AI technology.
Now they say you should also double check your delivery deadlines, just be sure. And a heads up if you are sending packages north of the border, because the U.S. Postal Service has suspended mail service to Canada. Canadian postal workers are on strike right now. The USPS says it will update customers on that situation. Canadian officials warning that delivery may need more time to return to normal once the strike ends. I want to take you outside for this look at downtown Tampa. I love that backdrop. It looks especially good compared to other parts of the country right about now.
Yeah. Have you seen some of the reports like up near the Great Lakes, Buffalo?
Oh my, did you see that? As people were, $20 to shovel out the snow for the Bills game?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So glad we don't live up there.
Yes, I've been there, done that. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Right now, I mean, we have perfect weather here right now, especially for this time of year. Blue skies, and it is comfortable out there already. It is a little cooler than normal for this time of year, but all in all, not looking too bad. Live look around shows the fact that we do have, well, not a cloud in the sky from any camera I'm looking at, from downtown Tampa all the way over Plant City, Port Richey, same thing. Clearwater Beach looking really nice out there right now. Not much of a beach day, though, just because, of course, those temperatures are a little cooler. Had a chilly start to the day today, but sitting at 63 degrees. This is not too bad for Clearwater. And the rest of the area, again, 60s, a bunch of 60s out there. A few spots still in the 50s, but most of us are in the 60s, and we'll continue to see those temperatures go up just a little bit more as we go throughout your mid-afternoon. Satellite radar looks fantastic. Not a cloud in the sky for most spots, as we do have a cold front, which is actually in the process of pushing its way off to the east. So that front not coming through. We have some high pressure building in. That is keeping that sunshine around, that cooler, drier air in place for today and into tomorrow. But throughout the day tomorrow, we'll have this dropping its way down through the area. That cold front, while it's going to come through dry, really going to knock those temperatures down, especially for your Wednesday morning. So it's going to be chilly tomorrow morning and even chillier for early Wednesday morning. So there's that one front again. That's pushing its way out. It's all about this front that's back behind it, which is going to race its way into the area for tomorrow. So again, that one will come through dry. That's going to bring us the coldest morning we've had so far this season, coldest since January actually, as we're going to see that push its way out. Again, dry. Temperatures start to rebound as we go towards the end of the week. And then we have a small chance for a stray shower coming with this very weak cold front. And actually, from Friday afternoon to Saturday afternoon, temperatures will be going up. The only difference really is going to be Saturday morning, where we'll cool off just a little bit before that rebound, for the afternoon. Now, forecast models don't agree on this. This front, some show it coming Monday, some show it coming Wednesday, some don't even show it coming at all. So we'll see what happens with that. Of course, that's going to be going into next week. So again, there's your cold temperatures tomorrow morning and Wednesday morning. That's going to be the coldest for Wednesday morning. lifts its way out. And as you can see, we kind of moderate in temperatures as we go throughout the second half of the week and even into the weekend. Even through the weekend, temperatures continue to consistently climb. Even after that cold front comes through on Friday, we're going to see a very nice and mild weekend coming up. High temperatures will be going up again after tomorrow, back up to about normal by the time we get to the end of the week to Saturday. And then you can see 77, 78, maybe near 80 by Tuesday. This model is the one that shows the front coming through on Wednesday into Thursday of next week. So of course we'll keep a track on that for you. But moisture, not a lot of it as we go throughout this week until we get again Friday. You'll feel that humidity go up a little bit and a small chance for shower, but then the dew points stay up as we go through the weekend. A lot of moisture out to the west. There's your dew point forecast going up, 40s, 50s, and even 60s. Look at Monday, 66. A very warm start to the day on Monday. So today, 67, comfortable, sunny skies, winds out of the north about 10 to 20. As we'll see a lot of teens out there for your winds. Now, once the sun goes down, of course, we're going to be cooling off really quickly. For the marine forecast, winds out of the north, about 15 to 20 knots. The bay is going to be choppy, so exercise caution out there. It's probably going to be choppy tomorrow as well. Tonight will drop to 44. A few spots will get some wind chills. And then for tomorrow, only about 64. This is going to be the coldest afternoon as well, as we'll see a cold morning for Wednesday morning. But again, those temperatures will start to climb in the afternoon. Anywhere from freezing to a few spots in the north to most of us really right around 40. 72 for your Thursday, back into the mid-70s Friday, Saturday, near 80 on Sunday.
All right, thank you, James. I want to give folks this right here, the big update, right? Many of you have waited for this too. A new home for that dog right there. It was rescued after being tied up off 75 before Hurricane Milton. Remember that? Well, Trooper has a new forever family. A family in Parkland saw his story, drove up to Tallahassee to adopt him. The family says their new bull terrier is a great fit for their home. Everybody's smiling. Sun and fun ready for takeoff in Lakeland. The Blue Angels stopping by this morning for a preview. The U.S. Navy jets will be on display during next year's Expo. Pilots training right now, though, to dazzle crowds.
That's one of the things that we take pride in is showcasing the teamwork and professionalism of the Navy and the Marine Corps through flight demonstration is one of our ways. And there, I guarantee you could ask the most senior naval aviator, carrier naval aviator right now, if a night carrier arrested landing is terrifying, and the answer would be yes.
Get this. This is the 51st year for that event. It will run April 1st through the 6th outside Lakeland Linder Airport. As you know, Christmas is near and the spotlight, as always, on the tree. This year, though, drought and wildfires taking a big toll. Lauren Posen tells us if supply meets demand.
Finding the perfect tree is not easy, but many come prepared with a game plan.
I have an ornament here, it says my name on it, Lucas, and I buy here to test it if it's good or not.
Lucas and his family have made it a tradition, picking out their tree at Santa & Sons in Sherman Oaks.
It's just like a countdown. Like once Thanksgiving happens, it's always like the question, when are we going to get our tree? Because that's when like the season hits. He's counting down. He's waiting for the elf. Like it's just like a page turner. Like, you know, we're finally here.
Twice a week, trees are shipped down from Mark Rolfe's farm in Oregon to his retail lot. He's been in the business since the early 80s and knows a thing or two about what becomes the centerpiece at homes during the holidays.
This tree is very similar to that tree that people remember from way back when, you know, with the natural style trees that used to come out of the mountains.
Nationwide, some tree farms have had a tough year, from labor shortages to inflation and even effects from severe weather like Hurricane Helene. Rolfe says he knows the impact Mother Nature can have on supply. His farm was nearly taken out in 2020 during the holiday wildfire.
It takes a long time to get back into the saddle. We planted trees, you know, for several years after that, and you know, it's a 7 to 8 year process to grow a Christmas tree. We're well supplied for a few years from now. Right now, we're just getting by with what we've got on the bigger trees. The trees since the fire are still all relatively small.
That's a beauty. But there's still plenty of trees to go around. Rolfe says the supply is keeping up with the demand. And once you find your tree, there's only one thing left to do.
Decorate it. Yeah.
Lauren Posen, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Those little ladies have big plans there. And getting in the holiday spirit, families gathering along the Tampa Riverwalk for the annual tree lighting ceremony on Sunday. The event featured a performance of the Nutcracker, bright lights, and yes, Santa. Mayor Jane Castor flipping the switch on the city's 35-foot Christmas tree. She hopes this event brings joy to the community following a tough hurricane season.
I'm born and raised here. I'll be 65 in a couple of days, and I've never seen a hurricane season like we endured. But it just really showed what's so wonderful about Tampa, the way that we all came together, neighbors helping neighbors.
You love to see it, and the city says this is just the start of its Christmas festivities. This Saturday, you can head out to Santa Fest. It's at Curtis Hickson Park. Movie buffs, listen up because the Gotham Film Awards tonight. Yeah, the event highlights the boldest films of the year, and you can watch it exclusively on 10 Tampa Bay Plus. Get your front row seat to the red carpet to see stars like Zendaya, Nicole Kidman, Demi Moore, and Timothy Chalamet, and a whole bunch more. Watch the Gotham Film Awards live tonight at 7 o'clock right here on 10 Tampa Bay Plus. Just ahead on 10 Tampa Bay Plus, the world's most expensive banana. No more. What the buyer decided to do after paying $6 million for the fruit.
Always helping hands and hearts here in Tampa Bay. I'm here with volunteers filling care packages for troops serving overseas. Support 10 for the troops and help brighten the holidays for service members around the world.
When they get these care packages, it's so important. It makes them feel remembered.
Simply drop off items like white tube socks, toothpaste, beef jerky, gum, and hard candy at Sonny's Barbecue restaurants, your local Elks Lodge, or at our 10 Tampa Bay studios. It's a perfect way to say thank you for your service.
Award season kicks off with the Gotham Film Awards. Join us for a celebration of the boldest films of the year, highlighting groundbreaking independent voices, performances, and creators. Get your front row seat to the red carpet, featuring stars from Angelina Jolie to Timothy Chalamet and many more. Be the first to discover must-watch movies for your binge list. Join us for this exclusive live event. Watch the 2024 Gotham Film Awards live Monday, December 2nd. Stream it only on Plus.
Morning news you can watch live or anytime.
With 10 Tampa Bay Plus.
With breaking news from overnight, weather to plan your day.
Make sure that you have a way to get alerts. I'm going to continue to follow these storms and much more exclusive content you can only find here.
But when life happens and takes you away from the story,
10 Tampa Bay Plus has you covered.
Keeping you informed, prepared, and connected when you have time to catch up.
Watch 10 Tampa Bay live weekday mornings from 5 to 7.
Or on your time with 10 Tampa Bay Plus.
Lunchtime, so this is fitting. You may remember the $6 million banana. We showed you this last week. Well, it turns out the man who bought the fruit, well, he ate it. Justin's son made the winning bid for the banana duct taped to a wall at an auction. He did not just buy the fruit, he got a certificate too, giving him the authority to tape a banana to a wall and then call it comedian. Or is it comedian?
I just don't get it. $6.2 million for a banana taped to a wall.
Avant-garde, right?
I need to be an artist.
Yeah, right? Beauty is in the stomach of the beholder.
There you go.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we'll call it that.
Yeah. It is going to be chilly. Now, tonight we'll be down into the low to mid 40s, but look at your Tuesday night to Wednesday morning. You get up, take the kids to the bus stop, or make that commute to work. We'll see some freezing temperatures, possibly. Crystal River, Brooksville, most of us will be in the mid to upper 30s to about 40. So tomorrow, a little cooler in the mid 60s, and then we start to warm up 68 for your Wednesday afternoon, then back into the 70s. Beautiful for the weekend, where we're going to see lows in the 50s, highs in the mid to upper 70s, and possibly 80 degrees in a few spots for Sunday and the first couple days of next week as well. So not really winter-like weather as we head to the weekend.
It's the emoji for me.
Yeah, that
Everybody
freezing
woke up shivering a little bit, right?
Yeah, got a couple more mornings like that, and then it's going to get better.
Happy December to you. Thanks for tuning in to 10 Tampa Bay Plus. Of course, we'll see you right back here at 5 o'clock.